guys, today we got the Black Diamond Spot 350 headlamp, putting out 350 lumens of light. So this thing is pretty sweet. Cost me on sale about $22, so very good deal. I think retail price is around 50 bucks or something like that, but very nice headlamp. And so I'm just going to go over some of the cool specs this thing has. It's got very adjustable spots here, adjust to your head. And you can also see there's some lines or some holes here that allows breathability while you're using it, which is very nice. It's going to be strapped around your head. Okay, so up here we have the main button, which is going to turn it on and off. But when it's on, you can also cycle. So this button here is going to cycle through the different modes. One of my favorite features of this is when you press the main button, over here you have this little touch button here, and all you have to do is tap it. There is full power. And then all you gotta do is tap it again. Boom, it goes back to whatever setting you held it at, whatever you keep it at. Okay, let's switch it over to this one. This one is more of what I would say is a reading light, or just a really low light if you wanted to use that. That was good enough. If you're around the campfire and you're with your buddies and you don't want something too bright in their eyes or anything like that, you can do that. And then you also have the red light. Good for reading or at night, or even for tactical applications. You can run the red light. And you'll just cycle through. And again, all you gotta do is tap this button, boom. Go straight to your bright setting, back to where you had it set. Another thing we have on here is the battery indicator. So this is gonna show me, as you saw there was two here, so it's gonna show me my battery and how long my battery is gonna last. This thing takes 3 AAAs, which is included in it. I wish it was rechargeable, where you could just hook it up and charge it, rechargeability, but 3 AAAs isn't too bad. It just comes off on the back like most headlamps here, where you unlatch it through here, open it up, and you got the battery compartment, which you can replace them. It's also got this adjustability, obviously, with multiple different settings for how you want to angle it. Usually I don't run it like this. I run it like this on my head when I'm at camp, because it's pointing more down and it's not in anybody's eyes while we're camping. Works pretty well. It's got, let's go through some of the settings. It's rated IPX8, so you can basically run this it'll work underwater for 1 meter up to 30 minutes. It's got the power tap technology, which is this button here, like I showed before. All you gotta do is hit that, tap it, and you can drop between settings. It's got 5 mode settings. You have the full strength, which I just showed, for proximity and distance. You got dimming, you got strobe red light, which I showed as well. And you got the digital lock. So up here, if you see here, all you gotta do is hold these 2 buttons down. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Come on, focus. There we go. Hold these 2 down and it will lock in things. So if you have it in your backpack and you don't want it to accidentally turn on and waste your batteries or kill your batteries, you can lock it. How you control the lighting is like this. You just hold that main button down and you can adjust it. It'll go up and then it will go down. And all you gotta do is hold it. And so let's say I wanted that to be my set light. And then I can tap between. So when I tap that main power tap button, there's low, boom, right to full max, back to where I had it set at. That's pretty nice. And just in case you really needed to switch to your full power mode easily, or if you're in full power mode and you needed to switch to a dimmer light that you have set, it works really, really well. It feels pretty durable. It's got a nice weight to it, but not too heavy. It looks really good. I got obviously the red and black model with it, with the white lettering on the Black Diamond logo. I've used this a couple times camping and it's worked extremely well. Most people for tactical bags and get out bags and things like this, and truck bags and things, I've seen kind of lacking on headlamps and lighting. Maybe they have good flashlights and all this stuff, but for me, a headlamp is so nice to just put on your head and have a really good one that can actually give you some pretty good light. 350 lumens is pretty good. Better than a lot of the other ones I've seen are smaller. Other ones are probably pushing out 200 or less lumens. So 350 lumens is pretty good. You can get ones with more, but I think this is a really good in-between spot where it's not too heavy, you're not going too more expensive for, let's say, 1,000 lumen light headlamp, but you're also not too low at a 200 lumen lamp that's really small. And again, I got this for about 20 bucks on sale, which is a really good deal in my opinion. I'd rather run something like this personally in a more of a tactical bag, or even a camping bag, which it doubles really nicely. Black Diamond's a super trusted brand. In my opinion, I have another smaller Black Diamond one that I believe runs 200 lumens. And it's very simple. It's just 2 lights here, and it's 1 button. And I believe it only has 2 settings, high and dim, and with the button up here. But this has multiple different settings. It's got your battery indicator, like I said before. It feels really good, and you got the IPX8 rating, which is going to be very helpful. So runtime on this, you got about 200 hours on the low setting, 8 hours on medium, and 4 hours on high. So obviously if you're running this, I wouldn't recommend running it on high too often, and you really don't need to run it on high because it works so well. So I'd say run it on medium or low, and then whenever you need to, obviously you have this tap button so you can quickly switch to high, the highest beam setting if you needed to. Obviously, I guess the highest setting would be more for tactical applications if you needed to. But again, it also has, which I really like, which most other ones don't, usually just have the normal lighting system. You can switch it to the red. And that is very nice to also have the red setting as well. For people who don't know, red lighting is really good at night if you want to be more tactical or more kind of discreet. It's not as visible as this. Let's go back to it. As something like this. Let's switch to red so I can show you. So at night, it's going to be a lot harder to see that than, let's say, the normal light if you had that running. A lot more tactical. But like I said, a lot of people's lighting that I've seen, other than flashlights for more headlamps, I've seen them run in their tactical bags. Some other brands I'm not too familiar with. I think it's called Priceton or something like that. I'm not sure, but for me, I'm more of an outdoor bushcraft guy, so Black Diamond's something I've ran before in other headlamps. I finally upgraded to this one. I got it for a really good price, and I feel like this is a major upgrade for people looking for either something that's not pretty inexpensive for really good headlamp that will probably last you years and years, as well as something that I think people should look at as in tactical situations in their bug out bags, because these things have really good lighting and they have those different settings as well, especially that power tap, to make it as simple, because usually you would have to run the buttons up here and everything like that. And like I showed how you have to adjust it, you just hold it and it goes up and down. You would have to do that, but instead, let's say I had it lower, tap it, boom, full dim, and then back. And then you can switch it real quick like that to your red light if you needed to for tactical situations. This little one is more for close up proximity. As you can see, it's a lot wider. Instead of a beam, it's more out. So for closer around campgrounds or whatever you need to see. Also, I'm pretty sure you can dim this one as well. And I would run this for probably reading or anything like that, or if I just didn't want to run my main big light to save battery. But yeah, there you got the Spot Black Diamond Spot 350 headlamp at 350 lumens. I'll leave a link in the description to this headlamp from Amazon, as well as all the other bushcraft, outdoor, and survival items that I use. Thanks.